video I'm going to show you how to foundation double crochet. That's the US terms, so that would be foundation treble crochet in UK terms. I do already have a video out for foundation single crochet, so if you want to do that one, there is a separate video. You don't have to try and figure it out from this one. So I've got my slip stitch. We start with chain 2. So we chain 2 and then we yarn over and insert into the first chain that we did, yarn over again and pull through, and then we yarn over and pull through just the first loop. So that creates what would be our starting chain row. If we were doing a chain row, that's what we're going to use as what would be our chain. So I've now got 3 loops left. So as if I was doing a normal DC, I yarn over and pull through 2, and I yarn over and pull through the last 2. Okay, so that's my first one done. So I'm going to yarn over again. So that loop I created at the beginning that I was just talking about, we're going to go into that one. That's my dog drinking in the background. Yarn over and pull through. So, and then we're going to yarn over, pull through that one. So again, that creates the chain that we're going to use for the next stitch, and then finish off as normal, yarn over through 2, yarn over and through 2. Okay, so again, yarn over into the stitch that we made at the bottom by doing the single yarn over and through. So yarn over and just pull through that first one. So keeping that bottom row of, like I say, they would be if you were doing a chain and then a row of DC, that's what would be your starting. This just creates a sturdier and neater approach. Also, especially, it's not always easy going into a chain, especially if you chain tightly. So this can be a better foundation for starting, particularly like a garment. So again, yarn over, we're going into that stitch that we made at the bottom, which I think is there on this one, and then yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2, oops, I've lost it, there we go, yarn over, pull through another 2. All right, so what you get is, like I say, your nice neat loops at the bottom. Let me just zoom that in a little bit. There we go, your nice neat loops along the bottom. These are your double crochets. You can count your stitches along the top of how many you've done, and it just creates a very neat starting row, rather than doing a row of chains and then coming back and doing a row of double crochet. Generally speaking, it's pretty interchangeable and most people have a preference. I have decided, I never used to like this method because I didn't quite understand the beginning of it, that we were basically making this starting chain. Now that I've got my head around it, I generally prefer this method, especially if it's a really long chain, because again, that's my dog in the background, I'm sorry. Generally speaking, if I do a very long chain, I'm not even, and some of my chains end up tiny and I miss them. So when I'm coming back doing my stitches, I never have the right stitch count and I get really frustrated. This, at least it's very clear because I'm counting a stitch, not a chain, and it's easy to keep an even tension. So it's much easier for me to keep track of where I'm up to. And that is why I prefer this method. But like I say, interchangeable. So if a pattern states this, you can use it. If it states chain and then a row of DC, you could still use it.